guys, I feel like I have claws on my fingers. My nails are so long, but welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another press on nail video. I'm excited for today's video because we're going to be doing a very trendy fall nail set. These are the nails that we're going to be getting into, and I know it looks like a lot. I know it's like a little mix and match design going on, but I saw this design when I was looking up inspo and I like fell in love. I was just like, I have to recreate these. There's a bunch of different techniques we're going to be getting into today with this design. I don't know if I've ever fully done a butterfly nail tutorial, but we have some butterflies. I have these two little aura nails, which I'm going to be showing you a completely new way that I've been doing my aura and my ombre nails. And then of course we just have a lot of isolated chrome. I've been super into isolated chrome lately. I also wanted to show you guys some new jewelry pieces that I got from Ana Luisa. Ana Luisa is an affordable jewelry brand that creates tarnish proof, water resistant, high quality jewelry. I did receive two pieces from them, and this first one here is the Capri necklace in gold. And I also got the initial necklace in gold in the letter E. Love this initial necklace. I really love how dainty the chain is, and just the initial of my son's name makes it seem like something more meaningful. Like I want to wear this every single day. I never want to take it off. And here's the Capri necklace. It has a ball chain and it's definitely a little more bold, something I would wear if I'm gonna go out and I just want to have like more bold jewelry on. I don't think I would actually stack these together, but Ana Luisa does have a ton of options on their website and you can find your perfect little stack. But this is what the Capri necklace looks like on. They're honestly both perfect for everyday wear. I just never wear necklaces, so I'm like, does this look good together? I think I'm gonna shorten the Capri chain. I think that looks a little better. But if you are interested in any jewelry from Ana Luisa, I'll have a QR code here on the screen, and I'll also have the link in the description box below. Go ahead and treat yourself to some new jewelry. You deserve it. This is probably the best jewelry brand that I know of. The quality of their pieces are incredible, especially at this price point. So don't miss out. Click the link below and grab yourself a piece or two. Okay, so for this nail set, I'm going to be using the Natural Almond Long nail tips from Apres. I never used these. I actually bought these because I thought they'd be a pretty popular option for my press-on nail business, but I was completely wrong. I think I've only done 2 sets in this shape and length, but we're gonna put them to use today. Here's a little hack if you do your nails at home a lot. Write down the nail sizes for all the shapes and lengths that you use, so when it comes to creating a new set, you don't have to size them out again. You can just look at the numbers, pick them out, and you're good to go. And you do want to measure all the different nail tips that you use, even if they're the same shape. So for instance, I have almond short, almond long, and almond medium, and if you can see, the numbers are different for all of them. So yeah, sometimes the length of the nail tip can change the way that it fits on your nail, so you just want to make sure you're sizing out all the different nail tips to make sure you get the most accurate fit. And when you are sizing out your nail tips, you want to make sure that the nail tip fits comfortably on your natural nail bed from sidewall to sidewall, and then depending on the apex or like the arch here on your nail bed is going to determine if you use natural nail tips or sculpted. I always use natural because I have pretty flat nail beds, but if you have more of an arch here, you can definitely use the sculpted ones. And all the Apres nail tips come in natural or sculpted, so you always have that option. My thumb is a 1, pointer is a 5, my middle finger is a 4, my ring finger is also a 5, and my pinky is an 8. Okay, now it's time to prep the nails. I'm going to use my e-file with a sanding band to remove the shine from the nails. And then I'm going to use a hand file to smooth out the edges. Okay, nails are prepped. Now let's get into this design, and this one's going to be super fun because look how cute these are. Literally such a cute trendy fall nail set. We have some chrome, we have a little aura, a really cute butterfly nail, and then a little 3D magnetic nail on the pinky. I did get my inspo from Pinterest, and honestly I can't tell if these are legit recreations or if the same nails just keep getting reposted, like maybe somebody's posting somebody else's work. But this was the original inspo, and the user who posted this was Divya, and then this one says Get Nails by L19. So I just want to make sure I'm giving credit where credit's due, but honestly I don't know where the credit is due. So Gabriela Navarro also posted these, and they look super similar. And then here is one that is a little bit different from the user Shanza. This one just has like a solid gold pinky, but that is basically where I got my inspo. I actually want to do these little pumpkins for another video, so stay tuned, but let's get into this. So for my thumb and my ring finger, I'm going to be using my favorite nude polish. This is the one that I always use from Gelish. This is the color Creme de la Femme. That same color is going on the ring finger. Y'all, I think we're gonna be yapping in this video, so I hope you guys don't mind when I just yap about life and like what's going on behind the scenes of these nail videos. But I be trying to update you guys in vlogs, but y'all don't like my vlogs. Like, nobody likes the vlogs on my channel. They be flopping so hard and it's actually so discouraging. But I can't blame you. I can't blame you because they're not that exciting. But I don't know, I want to be like a vlogging YouTuber. Maybe I just gotta stick with it and stop giving up on it, and maybe one day they will start blowing up. But the rest of the nails are gonna have this brown base color from Beetles. It's E787. But anyway, I kind of wanted to update you guys on my press-on nail business. If you don't know, I do have my own press-on nail business. And if you don't know, I don't blame you because I kind of also went MIA with that as well. I don't even know why. I feel like I also just got discouraged because in the beginning I was getting such good business. Like, I really was getting a lot of orders and I just felt so good about it. And then I think like the month of August, I didn't get a single order for the month of August, and literally I haven't got a single order since, and it's October, y'all. But it's also like partially my fault because nowadays you can't just have a business. Like, you have to know how to promote it, how to market it, and basically run a whole social media for it in order for it to do well. I feel like I definitely learned that you can't just post a link to your business and be like, hey, shop my business like once a week or once every 2 weeks and expect to have sales. You really have to promote it and, you know, be consistent with it when it comes to social media. And it really can just be so overwhelming, but that's just the name of the game. Like, if you want to have a business, it is a lot of work, and I understand that. But anyway, I'm really gonna try and start focusing on my nail business again. So if you didn't know, now you know. My nail business is Galaxy Nails. I'll put a screenshot here and link it down below in my description box. But if you're ever interested in ordering press-on nails, definitely check me out. I think I'm actually going to put this nail set as a design option on my press-on nail website. So let me know if this is something that you would wear because I think it's very, very cute. It's one of those like cool mix and match sets. And I feel like those are always so trendy, you know? But right now I am doing a second coat of that nude polish. And I'm curing that for 60 seconds off camera. All the nails are being cured for 60 seconds off camera. Also, this kind of goes along with my press-on nail business, but I hate feeling like I can never finish anything that I start. And I don't know if anybody else can relate, but I'm always like starting things and I have so many ideas for like businesses or just things that I want to do. And then I'll start and never follow through. And it's like, wow, I can't finish anything. Like, what's wrong with me? I'm also doing a second coat of that brown polish. But yeah, that's how I feel about my press-on nail business, and I'm like determined to finish it. And I don't even know if finish is the right word, but just follow through with it. We'll see how that goes. But I have a bunch of ideas for like fall nail sets and mostly like Christmas. I feel like fall is such a short season that I kind of want to start focusing more on Christmas nails. But I don't know if it's too early. Like, it is only October. And when do you guys start decorating for Christmas? Because I'm already wanting to go buy Christmas decor and start getting the house ready, and it's not even mid-October. Christmas is one of my favorite holidays, and now that we are going to be celebrating our first Christmas as a family in our new house, I really want to have the house like really nicely put together and just everything in the Christmas spirit, you know? We're gonna start with the easiest nail design with this set, and that's this magnetic nail. So this one only has one coat of that brown polish, but I am gonna put this magnetic gel polish on top. This is, what is this? E883 from Beetles. I have like one of those huge, I think it's 100 pack of these little mini gel polishes from Beetles. That's where I'm getting all of these. But also I will have my Amazon storefront linked below, and that is the place where you can find all the products and tools that I use all in one place, so that you're not searching like a bunch of different websites and whatnot for products if you are interested. We're just gonna do a thin coat of this, and then we're gonna get our magnet and kind of activate those little particles. Boom, that actually came out really cute. Okay, that's cute. I'm gonna cure that for 60 seconds. Okay, now that that's cured, I'm going to put this orangey glitter color on top. This is A103, also from Beetles. It looks very like fiery orange, but because the base color is dark, it tones it down a lot. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cure that for 60. I'm actually gonna put some gloves on because I keep getting polish on my hands. And by the way, I don't know if you watched my nail removal video, but I had a little situation on my fingers, but it is clearing up, and also my nails are growing. Y'all know that I have been an avid nail biter, and I don't know, I'm like so proud of myself. I haven't had press-on nails on in almost 2 weeks, and I'm usually like biting immediately, and I have not bit anything this time. So gloves are on now. I feel like we really can get into business. Okay, I'm going to add a little 3D gel to this one, but we're going to save that for the end. So for now, this one is done. Next, we're going to work on these nude nails, and I'm actually going to do like an angled French tip with this gray color. This color is from Nail Reserve. This is the color, what color is this? Ice Skating. And this part does not need to be perfect because the edge of this color is going to be covered with chrome powder. So I'm just kind of painting that on at an angle. And then I'm going to cure that and do the same for the ring finger. And then cure. And before we can add the chrome to these nails, you guys know we have to apply a matte top coat. I'm using my favorite one from Gaioi. And now to cure that matte top coat. And for the base of the chrome powder, I'm going to be using my rhinestone glue. This is like a thicker glue that'll give it a little bit of a 3D effect. So I'm going to put a little bit of that here on my nail plate. I'm going to be using this long nail art brush from Beetles to trace out where I want my chrome powder to be. So I'm going to drag this gel polish along the angled line of that gray polish. I feel like that's kind of hard to see, but we're just gonna do like basically squiggly lines. Okay, not gonna lie, that's looking a little messy, but we will see what it looks like once the chrome is applied. But first I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds, and then I'll do the same on this ring finger. And then for the moment of truth, I'm using my gold chrome powder. I'm going to use this little eyeshadow brush to apply it, and you really only need the tiniest amount, so I'm only going to pick up what's in the cap right here. And even that was probably too much, but I'm gonna go ahead and rub that on top of the gel. And because the background is matte, the chrome powder will only stick to the clear gel that I just applied, because that's the only thing on the nail that is and should be sticky right now. So moment of truth. It actually looks really good. To wipe away the excess, I'm just going to use a sponge and drag it over the nail. And look how clean that looks. That actually looks so good. That's why I swear by the Gaioi matte top coat. I don't know what it is, but I feel like that is the best matte top coat to work with chrome. So let's go ahead and do the same thing on our pinky nail. I'm literally not even going to pick up any more chrome powder because even though it looks like there's nothing on there, a little bit of chrome powder really goes a long way. Is what the ring finger looks like. Honestly, this one is a lot thicker and the perfectionist in me wants to redo it, but we're just gonna go with the flow. I'm sure it'll look good together once the whole nail set is done. But actually, looking at the other one here, I'm just gonna add to it instead of redoing it. I'm gonna go ahead and use my rhinestone glue again and just add a little bit more details to the top, trying my best to make the lines as thin as possible to try and replicate the way the other one looks. So let's see. I literally just added the 2 tiniest lines, but I'm gonna go ahead and cure it. And then I'm gonna rub that chrome powder on top again. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like this, but that is how it looks now. And this is what the first one looks like. I think I'm just gonna leave it. It doesn't have to be perfect. They don't have to be twins. Let's move on. Okay, next we're gonna move on to our pointer finger, and I'm actually going to be showing you guys a new product that I've been using for ombre nails or like aura nails. I just picked this up from Amazon, and actually I think this is such a good alternative to the pigment powder palettes when you're trying to do an aura on a darker nail. So literally just showed you guys this powder palette in my last video, and I love these when I do aura nails, but I'm usually only doing aura nails on like a light colored background, like on a nude base or a light pink base. But whenever I want to do an aura on a darker nail, the powders don't really work. Even when I'm using a lighter color, even the yellow powder doesn't show up that well. So an alternative to that that's still better than airbrushing is padding gel. We're going to use a little bit of this white color and this teal color to create an aura on top of this brown nail. And I'm just going to use this sponge here to pick up the gel and create that aura. And a good thing about the padding gels is it takes less steps to get the aura design that you're looking for because you don't need to do the matte top coat. So I'm going to just pat that in the center. And actually this isn't going to be totally centered. It's going to be a little bit off centered. I'm just patting that in and it's looking very, very opaque, and we're just going to kind of smooth that out. Oops. I'm going to get another sponge because this one's really messy. Okay, I got a clean sponge. I'm going to use the back of that to kind of diffuse this. Oh, but there's one thing I should have done before using the sponge is tape it, because sometimes it does leave little fuzzies, as you guys can see. But too late. Most of the time, as long as the fuzzies aren't too big, the top coat will kind of smooth everything out. So that was my mistake. Okay, and then on top of that white, I'm actually going to add a little bit of that teal color. And also with these padding gels, a little bit goes a long way. I have the tiniest amount on my sponge right now, and look at the color payoff. It's so bright. Since we're already working with the padding gel, I'm also going to start working on the butterfly nail. And for the butterfly nail, I'm just going to add a little bit of that white padding gel to the top to give the background of the butterfly wing a little more dimension. I'm going to use the other side of that sponge and dip into that white. And then just place that on the top. I just want it to be like a subtle little ombre, nothing too crazy. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and cure that for 60. We're done with the padding gel. Back to the pointer finger. I'm gonna go ahead and top coat this with a matte top coat because we're gonna be adding chrome to this nail as well. And then I'm gonna cure for 60. And then back to using our rhinestone glue. I'm gonna add a little bit more of that to my palette. And using that same nail art brush, I'm gonna pick up some of that gel. And then for this design, it's just gonna be like an irregular shaped circle kind of messy and very, very not perfect. And I don't know about you, but I just love funky nails like this. Like, I love a funky little design, something that doesn't look too prim and proper, you know? Has a little character, has a little personality. But I just think this is probably like my favorite type of nail design, like something that's a little mix and match. I live for. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cure that, and then back with the chrome powder, we're gonna apply that on top of the gel. And then wipe away the excess with a clean sponge. Cute, very, very cutesy. I love it. Okay. Last but not least, we're moving on to the most intricate nail on this nail set, and that is the butterfly wing. I would say the star of the show. Look how gorgeous that is. You guys can see a little ombre in the background. That's why I added padding gel, just to give it a little more dimension. So let's get into this one. For the wing design, I'm going to be using black, of course. This is another polish from Beetles. It's just a solid black color. I'm gonna put some of that on my nail plate. And then I'm using that same long and thin nail art brush from Beetles. I cleaned off that rhinestone glue. And we're going to use this to create our butterfly wings. There's actually so many fuzzies cured into this. I hope they don't show up too much once it's top coated. But let's go ahead and do this butterfly design. This one I feel like is going to be hard to explain, so you're just going to have to watch. But at the same time, I feel like a butterfly wing, it looks difficult, but it really could be so simple because there's no right or wrong way to do it. I feel like butterfly wings all look different, and as long as you have like the basic oval type of shapes going on and add the little dots at the end to pull it together, it'll definitely look like a butterfly wing. Okay, now let's go ahead and cure that for 60 seconds. To add a little more detail to the butterfly wings, we're going to do those little dots using white polish. I'm just adding random dots to different areas along the black lines. Some are going to be bigger, some are going to be smaller. I'm going to use the other side of this dotting tool. It has a super tiny little nail art brush to create those tiny, tiny little dots. Okay, I'm gonna cure that for 60 again. And we are pretty much done, you guys. The last thing I need to do is top coat. And can you believe that I was able to film this entire video straight through without stopping? I'm currently filming this during my son's nap time. And right now on the camera, it literally says 57 minutes and 15 seconds. So I wonder how long I'm actually gonna cut this video down to. But if I was to just post this in real time without editing, it'd be like an hour and over an hour, because I still have to top coat. I still have to film the intro and the outro, so it'd be a really long video. And I don't know about you, but I've been loving watching like long videos on YouTube. Like a good 2-hour video, that's my thing. I love just a whole movie, you know? I've been thinking about what if I post a nail video like in real time like this, but I feel like there would be so many boring moments. So I don't know if you guys would like that. Definitely let me know if you would like to see a press on nail video like that in real time. Before we top coat, I need to go back to this pinky nail, and we're gonna do a little 3D effect. I kind of struggled with this the first set of nails because this is what it looked like in the inspo. Let me show you guys again. This right here is what I was trying to mimic, but I really couldn't get it down. This is what we got going on with the first nail. You can't even really see it on camera, but let's just do whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna add a little bit of that rhinestone glue directly to the nail. And then what I did with the first nail is I used this little brush here. It's kind of like feathered, and I dragged that glue. I feel like it's just so hard to see the texture. And lastly, it is time for top coat. I'm going to be using this gel top coat also from Gaioi. And the nails are officially done at 1 hour and 12 minutes exactly. And the battery on my camera just started blinking red, so literally perfect timing. And that brings us to the end of today's video. I know this was a long one, so if you made it this far, comment a little butterfly down below in the comments. I know there's only blue butterflies, but comment a butterfly so I know that you made it this far. And I appreciate you so much if you watched through this entire video. I really hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know what you think of these nails. Is this something that you would wear? Is it like too much? What's your vibe, you know? Just let me know all your thoughts. Also, don't forget to treat yourself to some jewelry. I'll have the link for Ana Luisa's website in the description box below, so check that out. Go ahead and go splurge a little bit, and not even splurge, because these are affordable pieces and they're meant to last. So thanks again for watching this video, and I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one.